What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you how and why I was bullish after 3 weeks of selling off on NASDAQ and the S&P. Let's get into it. So, first things first, we'll just go into a singular chart and we'll show you the sell-off that we've been having for the last 3 weeks. This entire move here. And while we caught exceptional shorts all the way down here, I'm going to show you how today, of all days, I was bullish. So, if we jump into dual screen right here, we got NQ on this side and ES on this side. Within the 4 hour, the first thing that we notice, just looking at these two charts here, is we had a high time frame SMT, meaning higher lows and lower lows, showing a divergence in price between ES and NQ. And if it's lows that are divergent, then it's bullish. If it is highs that are divergent, it is bearish. So this is why I was bullish. This is just one reason. Another reason being, we can see here on ES, we had broken structure to the upside on the 4 hour. But we did not get this, because if we look right here, we didn't body close over the previous high. So we had to wait. We had to wait quite a bit for this. And we only ended up getting a break of structure 30 minutes into market open, right here. Which I was fine because I normally wait until 10 for my trades anyway, so waiting for this break of structure was absolutely perfect. Unfortunately, we did not win any trades today. We got stopped out before all TBs got smacked. So we're not going to count this as a break of structure because this was the break of structure. I'm just lining it out here. Another reason, if we have a look on the 4 hour on ES, we have a 4 hour fair value gap that we did not disrespect. In fact, we came in, body closed inside, body closed outside, and shot up. Now if we jump down to the 1 hour, also just if we look on the 1 hour and we go swing low to swing high, equilibrium on both. This swing low to swing high, equilibrium on both. We can see that both indexes have touched equilibrium here. On the hourly, this blue line shows equilibrium, halfway point of this dramatic move up. And what do we see once again? High time frame SMT divergence. Bullish once again. And immediately we had that move up prior to market open. And broke structure, broke structure. Only counting breaker structures when it's a body close over the high. We could even do this high here. Also invalidating this fair value gap here, which overlaps with the bullish fair value gap right here, which we ended up touching back into with a news candle. But to save your brain, we're gonna try and clear the chart up just a little bit, but we are bullish in the 4 hour and bullish in the 1 hour. So I wasn't really looking to the 15 minute for any reason at all. So let me just line out the take profits that we had set. Of course, we had these set, and on the 4 hour, I believe we had some fair value gaps, which we have just touched into. This one was already touched into after taking this, so I believe we're targeting the 50% of the fair value gap, which is just there, which hasn't been touched yet. Whoa. Okay, so these were all reasons why I was bullish today. It was stupidly obvious that we were bullish. We just did not get the move until quite a bit later. If I can jump back into the hourly. Yes. We made new TPs. Sorry, these are relative equal highs. This one and this one. So I won't mark this out. And is this the hourly? No. We'll mark this as our TP because it appears to be a PM session trade, as we can see by this massive consolidation, obviously coming down to take out, to fill in this hourly fair value gap, which we will just mark out. And on this side, we did not actually get a confluence. Maybe 4 hour. Not at all. That's okay. We did fill this fair value gap earlier and this fair value gap here. So let's go straight to the 5 minute on both. Trading as if it's PM session. Probably would have taken NQ just because we did come into this hourly fair value gap once again before. We'll just come here. So as we can see, we did obviously touch in here at 11, but we failed to close above the previous high, which is not a break of structure. So we came in, filled the fair value gap a little more, collected liquidity from these lows, and I guess all this tiny sell side liquidity and this hourly fair value gap. So they were our liquidity sweeps or high time frame confluence visits. And we can just big screen this so it's so much more obvious. Let me just delete these. These would have been our 2 take profits, which when there's a gap this big between take profits, I'd probably just completely close out at the first one, because with the fill between here and here, it is no difference, honestly. And we can test that out, and we will test that out. So let's get into it. All we wanted was a 5 minute high to be put in and broken right here. 5 minute high there, body closing above. There's our break of structure on the 5 minute. And we have to look for our confluences. We've got an inverse fair value gap right here, which we can mark out. And so I'll try to get this big. I forget how small it looks for you guys. What else do we have? This fair value gap that we've already filled, but we could always come back to it and respect it. We have breaker block, which I don't use, or order block, which I don't use. I only use fair value gaps or inverse fair value gaps. So as this is my video, I will be doing it how I would do it. Created a fair value gap. Touched into both inverse and fair value gap without disrespecting either of them. And okay, we've disrespected both of them. We can go ahead and close those out. Touched into the first fair value gap, and this would sort of be my last, the last time I would look for an entry. We can just do 3 contracts because, I mean, that's already a bit much, really. But I do 5 contracts at the very most. TPs all, okay. We'll see how much it is if we just completely close out here. And then once again, if we close half here and the rest there. So what we want for a re-entry is another 5 minute fair value gap, which we've just made. And once again, another fair value gap here. which we'll have a look. We did fill and close bullish, but we are so close to this. I mean, why not, okay? We're so far from break even. Fill is going to be moved up by quite a bit. We probably end up around this fair value gap. But if we scaled in our last 2 positions, yep, like I said. And if you notice, it was not that much of a difference up here. Barely a difference. But if we just, okay, bang. We smacked TP, 1,095 profit. And now if we just go back to where we went in, which was here, we bought 3. We'll do the same entry for this as well, except, whoa, sell 3, okay. Alright, but with 2 TPs, let's have a look. 1,100 from 1,095, but that was with the re-entry, so we're gonna have a look. Take it back 1. Enter 2 more. Bang. 1295, and we're closing 1 position, 3 positions, 3 contracts. Right at the peak, right here. Okay, it's going to be quite difficult because I don't know if the next candle is just going to dick up, but we want to close around this line, so. Oh, perfect. Alright, so we'd be selling 3 here. Holy shit, and our fill is up here. See, that's what's crazy. Okay, but we're going to leave it down. Just to show you, 981, it was a 1,100 before, and we've got 182, so that's going to be 1,160. Which, it doesn't show here, but it was 1,160. So barely ever worth it to, 1, scale in when you're this close to TPs, and 2, have 2 TPs when they're this far apart. Just close out full positions here. Let me show you just what we would have made if we did a full position buy-in from the start, 1 TP. Oh. 5 in, risking 500. That actually seems about right. TP up here, 1650. But I would never trade with complete confidence like that, especially after all this. So this is the trade that we should have taken, but we did not. We got stopped out earlier. I'll be making a separate video for that. This was purely just to show you how and why I was bullish on NASDAQ and S&P after 3 weeks of bearish sentiment. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.